Z, right? So your ux component is this time this, right? So which is time function and x squared and y, right? And the uy is b. Again, you have exponential negative ct and the bxy to the square, and then you have uz0, right? From the given vector field. So then you're gonna operate this guy. That's it. However, let's think about the in Cartesian coordinates. What is your u dot grad here? Okay. So let me write the u as ux, uy, uz, right? Is right down here. And then you have gradient. Gradient in Cartesian coordinate must be d dx, d dy, and d dz, right? Okay, so you get that, right? So now, if you operate like u dot grad, what happened? Okay, u dot grad ends up being, it's just dot product. So what you do is just you multiply by each component and then just add them, right? So then that means you're having du dx plus du dy plus du dz, right? Okay, now you're having this. This guy's ready. Wait, I'm sorry. This is divergence, okay? You have to do the other way because u is in front of gradient, so you have to have this guy, ux here. Okay? That means there must be some empty space for the differentiation. Okay, now ux ddx, uy ddy plus uz dz. Okay? Okay, once this is ready, then apply this, okay? Now think about the u dt. Okay, now I'll separate that as ux, uy, uz, okay? So because this is vector, a vector, so basically you are talking about, you're actually looking at the x component of acceleration must be d ux dt, right? That means d ux dt plus u dot grad ux. Is that right? Okay, now let's do that, okay? Okay, this is not hard because you have a ux components already here, so which is function t and y. You just do the like a partial differentiation with the vector t, okay? Then since I don't have much time, so we can do this, right? Because you have this function, you do that. And then what about u dot grad? U dot grad is this. I'll show this part. So you have ux d. Now this is ux, right? Ux dx plus uy duy dy plus uc duc dz. Well, fortunately we have no z component, so you have these two, right? And this guy. So can you do this? Is it right? Ux is this with respect to x, with respect to y, and then just write down this guy here. That's it. So then you end up being your x, acceleration component for x.
So just multiply by 2.
And then you have a y component is a similar way. So you do d u y in this case, right? dt must be dut dy dt plus u dot grad uy. Okay. This part actually is similar, so which is ux dx. Now this is uy instead of ux. In this case, uy dy uy plus uz duy dz. Right? However, this is 0. Right? Then you can do the rest of the calculations, right? And then ay must be, no, sorry, az. Okay, now you have az must be 0, right? Because there is no uz component. That's it. Okay, I do have one more problem I can go. Okay, let's finish up. Okay, what is it? Okay, I do have velocity vector field as a y x component. Okay? And then you do you know about this guy, the circulation? So circulation is integral over the circle doing u dot ds. So basically, when you have a circle, so you're actually integrate long circle, you know, and ds part. This is x, right? So s. Okay, so what you have to find is you have to find the circulation in the circle along r. Unfortunately, this is written as like u is written as a component of the Cartesian coordinate, right? But we have to change that to the polar coordinate because this is polar. Okay. So that is kind of tricky here. So we have to write this as somewhat like r component, theta component, whatever. So this is polar coordinate to figure out what is, you know, circulation. Okay, so let me do it quickly and then let's go. Okay, that part. Okay, now your u function the vector field u is ay, and then 0 and 0. But this is 2-dimensional, but I write that as 3D now, so in Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, whatever that is, I can have this polar coordinate system. What is ds in the polar coordinate system? There's r d theta, okay, and e theta direction. Sorry, this should be theta direction. So say. Okay, that is, okay, this is theta direction. Okay, this is r direction. Okay. And I write that maybe probably I just use. This is r. This is theta. Okay, something like that. Okay. So now ds is the r d theta, d theta. And then now, so I don't have enough time to explain this, but you can decompose x unit vector in Cartesian coordinate to the polar coordinate just like this: cosine theta direction. So it's r direction minus sine theta direction. Okay. So then, you can change x to the polar coordinate system. R cosine is r cosine theta, and the y is r sine theta. So your theta is basically measured from the standard axis in x directions. Okay, this is theta. Okay. Anyway, so you have to transform all the variable from the Cartesian to polar now. Okay, now everything is ready. ds is ready, and this function x component can be written as now in polar coordinate system, which is ay, y is r sine theta, so I said r sine theta, okay, and then say cosine theta. This is x component, so basically your x component is cosine theta r sine theta, right? So that is u now in the polar coordinate system. Now let's think about this guy. Now what is u dot ds? So u dot ds basically is only, because this dot product only works on the same directions, right? So with the theta direction only goes theta direction. So this part, if you do the u dot ds, you end up being just this part only. So which is negative ar sine squared theta dot this guy. So if it's here, then you get r d theta, right? Okay, so now, so you're almost done. So now you're going to do is, you have r here, so I'll just take that as r squared, right? Minus ar squared sine theta squared theta, and then you do take the integral, right? From what? Doing the 0 to pi, right? So it's very easy now. So, however, your r here is going to be capital R, right? Because you're actually doing integral, not somewhere r here is on the surface of the circle. So you get this as r squared now, right? Okay. Now you're simply doing integral over 0 to 2 pi. Okay. Now then you get minus a r squared 0 to 2 pi sine squared theta of d theta. So how you do integral squared sine? So you need to know some trig relationship. Sine squared theta, cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta is cosine 2 theta. Okay. So which means sine squared theta is, take this out. So basically cosine squared theta minus cosine 2 theta here. However, you also know that sine theta squared plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1, right? They plug back in here. So you end up being cosine squared theta is sine squared theta minus 1. Sorry, 1 minus sine squared theta. Okay? 1 minus sine squared theta minus cosine 2 theta. So you just move this sine squared theta to the right hand side. You end up being
2 sine squared theta.
2 sine squared theta is what? 1 minus cosine. So your sine squared theta is 1 minus, right? Like this. Okay. So anyway, so if you just plug back in here and integrate, then what happens is end up being minus ar squared and pi. Okay. That is the answer. Okay. So it seems like I haven't done. I have 2 more problems, but I cannot cover it. So, but however, looks like I covered very important problems so far. So unfortunately,
Do you have a website?
Oh, I don't. So this is something I prepared very fast because he actually asked me the week ago. So so I don't have much of time to prepare everything. But the thing is that if you have any questions, probably I'll be available. Okay. So I'll.
What's your name?
So yeah, my name here. Okay, you can call me Bong J. That's my name. Last name is J. Okay, I'm in Krasno building, but you have been there?
Nobody's been there. Nobody's ever been there.
I have.
Just kidding.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't remember the room. So I give you my email, okay?
Yeah.
So my email, bchong5 at gmu.edu. Okay. Okay, if you have any questions, or my phone number, 443-255-1496. Okay,
I have an idea.
Yeah.
For those last 2 pages, I can continue this recording,
yeah.
and then I can get a close-up of your paper,
Mhm.
and I can make this video public. Usually I make them private, but I can make this public, and then people can see the work done on the last 2 pages.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem, so you can go ahead.
So you have it?
Yeah, but
Let me see the paper.
do you know how to do that?
Yeah?
Well, how are you going to do that? I mean, you are...
Could I have your pen? The YouTube channel is Atomicus Prime.
Oh, what?
I'm writing it. And I'll try to make it so that as soon as you go to that channel, it'll be the suggested video with your work.
Okay. So everyone who, we're trying to see that. Oh, by the way, you are allowed to have like one paper series for Tuesday and then this Thursday, 9 o'clock. So you have an exam, right? So
One paper front?
yeah, one paper.
Is this
You said front only, right?
is this where you left off?
I don't know, it's only the front, not the back.
Is this the next page?
Always front.
Oh,
What's the next page that we had?
oh, okay. So let me. Okay, you're gonna have problem like this, okay? So you. Okay, you have this problem and this problem. So this is first page for that problem.
I'm happy with this.
Okay.
Yeah, and then next one is this. Hey, Sean, not Sean, Matthew. Sean is not here, right?
He's
Sean?
not here. He didn't show up.
Where Sean is.
Yeah. Matthew, please come see me, right?
And then the next.
And then last one, I haven't covered is this part.
The first one.
It's the whole page, yeah. That's it.
Hey, are we gonna be?
This is out of homework.
Is it homework? Okay.
Are we going to be dealing with conservation of momentum
Yeah.
and angular momentum in their integral forms on this exam?
Angular moment, I don't think so.
But what about conservation of momentum in the
Yeah,
integral
linear
form?
momentum, you need it.
Linear,
Yeah.
linear, and everything in their integral
Bernoulli.
forms for this.
Yeah, integral form. Okay. Yeah. All right, yeah.
Is this continuing?
No,
more?
it's not.
This is-
So it's the first page, that's it.
What you said?
Yeah. You actually copied this, right? I mean, this guy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all,
it.
I wanted to cover today, so.
Okay.
What is it, Professor?
Yeah, so basically you have